Then you move to number 4, the regular agenda. On page 6, you have your 16th section land report, which will be given by Mr. Mike Ainsworth. .2, you have approval of out-of-state travel, and you'll have approval for out-of-state travel for LaFleur Christian. That's on page 7. LaFleur Christian School, I'll just read one, but the rest are the same. LaFleur Christian School, private school, is requesting one administrator to attend the 2022 Administrators Conference in Orange Beach, Alabama on May 31st through June 2nd of 2022. The administrator is requesting reimbursement for lodging, registration, meals, and mileage after returning from the conference. If approved, the conference will be funded with Title II Equitable Services funds allocated to the private schools. And that information begins on page 7. And the attachments, the travel attachments are included. Page 18 is the next out-of-state travel request, and this is for Pillow Academy Private School. And that's page 18, and you will see the travel documentation behind it. Yes, ma'am.
And the red writing, is that our official, or are those corrections from our official?
Yes, ma'am.
You do understand what I mean? by
Yes,
our
ma'am.
official?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, Pillow Academy will continue. The next request is for Delta Streets and Pillow Academy. And this is also a conference for June 22nd through the 24th. It starts on page 64. And behind those two schools, you'll see the attached, the documentation. Page 99. This is approval of Special Olympics trip in Biloxi, Mississippi. The Special Education Department is a part of the Special Olympics program for Area 15. Each year, the coaches and the students are invited to the Keesler Air Force Base located in Biloxi, Mississippi for Summer Games competition during May 13th through the 15th of 2022. The trip requires the use of a charter bus, which each district has to pay a fee, see the attached pages, and sack breakfast, lunch, and snacks for students on Friday, May 13th of 2022. Therefore, to ensure compliance and receive permission that the coaches and students are able to travel and attend this event, it will need to be approved by the Greenwood-LaFleur Consolidated School District. You'll see the attached the documents that go with this document, pages 99 through 103.
Dr. Brown, on page 103, that Starlight First Class, who's paying for that? Is the district paying for that, or?
I believe the Olympics usually pays for that, right, Ms. Coleman?
It's a shared expense.
Okay. It's on page 103, one motor coach.
Okay.
Yes, all
Oh.
of the students who make up Area 15 from various districts, they share in the cost.
Okay,
Does this district require a copy of their liability insurance?
yes, ma'am.
Typical practice, we always,
Okay.
Page 104, this is approval to participate in the Educator in Residence program. The Mississippi State Board of Education provides professional educators with an opportunity to work in various MDE offices through its Educator in Residence program. EIR provides valuable insight and leadership regarding implementation, support of various statewide initiatives. Ultimately, the intent of the EIR program is for these educators to return to districts and schools in the state with enhanced knowledge and skills. This individual listed in the document has been serving in this capacity since 2014 as an employee of Greenwood Public Schools. She's requesting approval from the board to continue as the educator in residence. And that is 104 through pages 120. Next page is 121, approval of inventory removal of Chromebooks. Ms. Coleman, page 121.
We've seen these claims often. Typically, when we have Chromebooks that are damaged and are unable to be repaired, we receive funding back that we're able to use to purchase additional Chromebooks. So those are a list of the Chromebooks that have been damaged and verified by our technology director.
Page 127, approval of inventory removal of stolen items. You'll also see the attached police reports for alternative schools stolen items. And that's 127 through 137.
Not Brown. On these stolen items, Dr. Brown, from the alternative school, what's the highest number of students that have been over there at one time?
9 to 10.
So is it, I mean, what is it thinking that the students, those students that attend there, stole the items, or was there a break-in, or actually what happened?
I'm not sure if the thinking is that the students stole the items. I know there was not a break-in, so I can't, but I can ask. We just asked to submit the information. So I'm not sure who or how they came up missing, but I will ask.
Question, Madam President.
Go ahead, Dr. Bell.
Dr. Brown or Dr. Coleman, I was just looking at the incident report. It appears that the last time inventory was taken at that facility for the items that are missing was July of last year. So do we not have a routine where we routinely check to verify that we do have items on hand and accounted for?
I think these documents, I was copied in an email that was sent, these documents that have been requested for a while to be taken off of inventory. So this had been submitted, and the director of the facilities was asking that it be taken off of her inventory, and so she had to submit her police reports. But we do check inventory. We do have a system in place, but these were equipment that had been requested to be removed from the inventory.
How long ago was that, Dr. Brown?
I know last semester, let me go back and look at the email. I know the request was made. I think Ms. Washington took care of it this time, but the request was made to staff. Ms. Washington took care of these particular items this time. Am I correct, Ms. Washington?
I see it on here, Dr. Brown.
Yes,
Turned
ma'am.
in, on 2/17.
Yes, ma'am. Ready? Page 138, this is approval of roofing project bids. Bid and Riser Architects conducted a competitive bidding process for the replacement of building roofs for Career and Technical Center and Threadgill Primary and Bankston Elementary. Listed below are the following bidders that had the lowest bid for each project. And you see the location, Career and Technical Center, Threadgill Primary, and Bankston. And you have the documentation from pages 138 through 161. One, 157. Page 158, approval of special education extended school year, Ms. Coleman. Dr. Coleman, I'm sorry.
You will find that there is a list of personnel for extended year for the summer. You'll find a list of personnel to work extended year for the summer for students with disabilities. There is a difference in various hourly rates, those rates are based on the rate of the teacher's current pay.
Page 162, monthly financial reports, Mrs. Washington.
In your monthly financial report, for the month ending in March 2022, you got the cash balance report, fund balance, budget status, report cash flow statements, bank reconciliation, report claims dockets as usual, and this month we have the quarterly amendments added to the packet. Does the board have any questions about any of those items?
Dr. Brown, page 298, and colleagues, page 298 at the top. Hold on, I'm gonna give you the, okay. Toward the bottom, 951533. Mrs. Washington, how are we, have we gotten any communication from, that area? Maybe the mayor, have we got any communication as to how we'll be handling that? How does that work?
Well, now,
Let me give you the number again, I repeat. 951533.
well, now they normally send their bill in, and we just pay what they send. We haven't had any communication for us an increase. I did read it in the paper, that
Right.
they are going to have an increase. But that's all I've heard so far.
I've been trying to follow that, and I was wondering, would there be any reprieve from the city? I do understand they're going through some, crises in that regard, but, you know, maybe if there was a reprieve.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Washington, I don't have any, a question about this, but I do have a question as to where are we in the budget process?
Well, I'm working, through, some of the steps at this point. I have to go back and I'm trying to schedule next week to meet with some of the principals and the, well, we don't have chiefs anymore, well, the directors, I guess, on next week, so that we can see what kind of, ideas or concerns or issues that they may have, or something that they're trying to, get for next school term.
So they have not already provided that.
No, and we did have a meeting earlier, telling them to go ahead and get it ready back in February, and asking them to go ahead and work on that. I wanna say the principals were not involved, just the directors at that time. So, no, I haven't received anything from, anyone at this time, but like I said, we will go back and try to, meet with them next week and go ahead and get that phased out. I've actually prepared some of the information that was requested, so that I already see what some of those numbers are going to look like, for this upcoming school year. And which is a window in which I got until like May 25th, I think is what I have on the schedule to be ready for the board, at the next work session to talk about where the budget is set.
So, did I understand you to say you asked for it in February?
Yeah, we addressed the issue with all of them in February, telling them to go ahead and plan for whatever it is that they want or anticipate that they may need for the upcoming school year.
And so we almost into May.
That's
So Dr. Brown, how you think we can expedite that to, 'cause
Okay, well, that's
it
my,
won't take that long.
yeah, that's my first time hearing it. I'll meet with Ms. Washington. You and I can do a virtual with them tomorrow, if that will help get, now you saying the chiefs, these are the chiefs?
yeah, well,
Okay.
the director, I guess you can.
Okay, so well, I guess it's meeting with both the old and the new to see what concerns the old have, but what the new may possibly need. So I can meet with, you all tomorrow.
I have another question, Madam President. Mrs. Washington, in regard to 16th section land funds, where do we stand with that? Are there any, in noticing that, how the bidding process is coming in for 16th section land, where, do we have any trending data in regard to funding? Are our fund balance going up, going down? Are they consistent? How does the 16th section land fund balance?
Well, I think due to we had a little bid off, early part of the year, and that has increased the amount of revenue we're receiving. But short of that, everything else seems to have been going on a down scale, as far as the bid-wise,
Right.
we're bidding a lot less.
Right.
On a lot of the property. But right now, we're still kind of stable. I think we still have a really solid, amount of interest in that 16 section project.
Okay.
The bids you see, that we were talking about earlier today, some of that money will come out of there for like the band instruments. And I don't know what that total number is at this point. And then any other, things like activity is doing, that's gonna decrease it some. And also, I needed to go on record to pay, Mr. Ainsworth out of those funds, because it is permissible to pay for it. He's been paid out of district, and he really needs to come out of 16 section to show that's, that you, where your decline is, instead of looking like all revenue, because it's not all revenue.
Okay, thanks for the clarity. All right.
So, Ms. Washington, do you have a projected schedule that you can share with the board to let us know, like, certain dates dealing with the budget?
Yes, I will modify the one I had already submitted, to reflect where we are now, and, I'll get it to you all.
Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Washington, do you have a proposed date that you'll have that to us?
I can have it, I can email it to you tomorrow,
Okay,
because I already have it, I just gotta modify some of the dates, because I'm kinda like a week off or so on some of the things I was supposed to already have, prepared by now.
okay.
So, but like I said, I'm still targeting, I think, and I thought Mr. Johnson sent you a copy of the proposal, cause like the 25th, I think it should be the next, board work session, and I have it this
Page 338, the consent agenda. The consent agenda includes minutes of a regular board meeting for Tuesday, March 1st, special call board meeting Thursday, March 3rd, special call meeting Wednesday, March 16th, special call meeting Monday, March 21st, special call meeting Tuesday, March 22nd, special call meeting March 23rd, Wednesday, special call meeting Wednesday, March 30th, work session of Wednesday, March 30th. Okay. Start at 5.9. Minutes of special call board meeting of Friday, April 1st. Special call board meeting of Monday, April 4th. Regular board meeting of Tuesday, April 5th. Special call board meeting of Monday, April 11th. Special call board meeting of Thursday, April 14th. Minutes of work session of Wednesday, April 27th. So 5.9 through 5.14 for the consent agenda.
So, Ms. Flowers, this will be omitted, correct, since we approved it today?
And that goes from page 338 through 358.
So you didn't include April in our packets?
Page 359, you have personnel recommendations for the 2021-2022 school year. Also on page 385, 365, you have approval of personnel recommendations for the 2022-2023 school year.
That concludes today's work session.